Yeah, Shalom, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, that belongs to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing the word, this word in sincerity and charity, with humiliation all across the four winds to you. I salute. This is the brother Desire One back at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, because mainly what's going on over here in the Bahamas is that, you know, due to the spike in COVID cases, you know, mainly on Grand Bahama, you know, all right, one of the islands over here in the Bahamas, cases is spiking, all right, and right now, all right, it's like 190 something recent confirmed cases, 194. I think the one of the the elders posted earlier on our group chat, you know, and basically what's going on over here is that Grand Bahama, you know, will be on a 2 week lockdown this coming Thursday. All right. But right now, all right, no flights could go in. No flights could go in and no flights could go out. All right. Okay. No commercial or international flights. All right. And people try to get out of Grand Bahama to try to go into other islands. All right. But how the cases are spiking over there. People, the authorities, they stopping these people when they jump on these flights to the airport to get on the plane to go travel to different islands. They stopping them, all right, because these people won't get out, all right. And when you think about these things happening, these are prophecies, unfolding every day, all right, because the scripture tells you that a man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able. All right. These people trying to get out of the city to get in the next city. All right. And all these prophecies, you know, the Most High bringing in fruition right before our eyes, and people can't see this is the end because they never seen nothing like this in their life happen. Where you ever see a Bahamas get locked down, whole world get locked down. If you can't see this the end, then you blind to get destroyed in these last days. If you can't see this the end, okay? This is the end. All right? This is the end of this age. All right? Let me get that scripture first. All right? This is Matthew 24:3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? All right? People think when you talk about the end of the world, they means this whole world can, you know, destroy. Adam's Christians they err not knowing the scriptures, right? But when you look at that word, it means eon. It means the end of an age. All right, when you look it up. All right, when you look it up. Okay, okay. I think it's another scripture. Let me get it too, because we gotta know what times we're in. These people don't know what times. At least we know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. These people gotta know what times they're in. We know. So this is Second Ezra 6:7. Then answered I and said, What shall be the part and son of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Verse 8. And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Because it was symbolic. All right. It was symbolic. Jacob is up next. The Israelites. We got the kingdom next. Esau, this is his kingdom because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. This is the end of his age. This is the end of his rulership. All right. This is the end. All right. We see Babylon, America is falling. It's falling. Okay. It's falling. America's not coming back. And the Bahamas is affected by also, because it's the Bahamas, like I always say, I may sound like a broken record, but I can keep reiterating it. The Bahamas is another province of Babylon, America, spiritually Egypt. Okay, so we're suffering hard, all right, because there ain't no more international flights or domestic flights coming in from the U.S. All right, so we're affected. That article I show you, I'm gonna get a little into that, get one or two scriptures, and I'm gonna get out of here. All right, it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it." All right, we the end of this age. All right, this man's rulership. All right, but ultimately, what's happening right now? This guy is saying national insurance can't sustain us, said economists, because what's happening right now, you know, the foreign currency, you know, we ain't seeing much of that right now. All right, we ain't seeing much of that foreign currency right now because everything shut down. We just recently opened back up. I think in July, what is June the 1st? I think it was June the 1st when we opened back up. June the 1st, July, Salakia. But nevertheless, yeah, July the 1st when we open back up and we got to close the border to the international and domestic flights, But ultimately, you know, like this guy says, national insurance can't sustain us because, revenue, revenue. What's happening right now? Ain't no revenue. All our tourist dollars, how can they come in if everything shut down? But at the end of the day, this is prophecy. All right. And we've been saying these things would happen in these last days. But who would believe our report, like Isaiah said? Who would listen to us, what we're saying? All right. We sighing and crying for righteousness, but our people will not listen. They won't take our report, and we tell them these times are gonna come, these hard times, and only this, you know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai servant shall eat. Because during the whole last pandemic, me and all the brothers, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai kept us, and He's gonna continue to keep us once we continue doing His work in His will. But nevertheless, let me get into this article and get one or two scriptures, and that's it. The Bahamas is in a very precarious position, according to an economist and University of the Bahamas lecturer who warned national insurance can't sustain us. Rupert Pena told Eyewitness that recent restrictions on commercial flights from the United States would serve to further exacerbate this nation's need for foreign currency without any sufficient tourism dollars coming. And at some point, it's going to impact the domestic economy, said Pena. All right, it's going to. All right, because ain't no revenue. All right, without a significant, because tourism is our number one industrial way in the Bahamas. Without any significant tourism dollars coming in, at some point it's going to impact the domestic economy, said Pinder. This economy runs on foreign currency. See, any sort of domestic activity is not really sustainable in the absence of foreign currency in the medium to long term. All right, see that? Because they depend on Egypt. Tourism Minister Dionisio Diaghilev stressed earlier this week that the country remains open to U.S. visitors through their mode of entry into the country as being restricted to private aircraft and pleasure crafts. All right. Still, most of the country's stopover visitors come via commercial airlines. All right. But, all right. Nevertheless, the way our things are going right now, it's going to get bad out here, man. It's going to get bad out here. All right, in these last days. Now, let me show you what happened. I think it was yesterday. How bad it was. How bad it is getting, Salak. Let me show you something. Because everywhere you look, people getting laid off. Watch you see. Devastating. John Bull fires 103 employees. Luxury goods retailer John Bull yesterday announced it had been forced to make the extremely difficult, however necessary decision to cut 103 employees. they cutting because the tourists really buy jewelries and different items. You know what I mean? It's the tourists that foreign currency that ain't coming in. So everything is like you know on a go slow. The grinding is low. In a statement, the retailer uncovered its revenues have suffered a devastating blow. See that? All right, desperate. Despite every effort to secure employment for each of our team's members through this pandemic, the economic fallout has been greater than we could ever have imagined. The statement read, "Going into the pandemic, we stood firm by our commitment to always put our team first and promised that we would assist in mitigating the financial impact as much as and as long as cooperatively possible." All right, but I ain't gonna read too much into this. But nevertheless, they fired 103 employees. So, you know, it's getting bad out here. All right, because they depend strongly upon Egypt, America. All right, okay. See, woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that take counsel but not of me, and that take that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, another of ox at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and trust in the shadow of Egypt. All right. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt be your confusion. All that people was trusting in the system can perish in these last days. You ain't trust and you won't get the covering of your how about Shem Yahushai, you ain't gonna make it. You're gonna suffer in these last days. You know? Because everything getting harder. Alright? Everything getting harder in these last days. Okay? Ain't nothing getting easier. Everything getting harder in these last days. Okay? This is Salaki, right? Ecclesiastes 12 and 1, included in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. You got to remember Yahweh Shem Yahushai in your youth. To what Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Many are called, but few are chosen. I want to be the ones who are chosen. Lord willing, I speak to be a part of that number. All right, Lord willing, you remember him in the days of your youth. Before the evil days come, and we are at the time of these evil times now, which this earth is never gonna see. All right, with this time has never been true. All right, because Daniel 12 and 1 speak about that time. Okay, okay. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, or the clouds return after the rain, and the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinding seas because they are few. You see that? They are few. And we see what happening right now in the society. Ain't nobody working like that. All right, things getting harder. And those that look out the windows be darkened because ain't no more jobs will be like that. Only dark days ahead. All right, what you hope for in the society is not gonna happen. You hoping for better things is not gonna happen. All right, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. You see that? Everything closed down and all kind of shit. When the song of the grinding is low, see that? The song of the grinding is low in this place. All right, nobody working. You get vendors in Nassau, Bahamas. They complain and they got shut down. Police them. This pandemic. All right. They ain't get that covering of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. Rise up early. All right. Jay guy wake up early now to I think to the alarm clock. All right, but ain't no job can be around right now. All right, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right, but nevertheless, the grinding seas, man, and the way our things going is only gonna get worse in this day and time. Because things are getting bad out here. It's gonna be worse than ever. All right. last scripture, Daniel 12:1. At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation through that same time, and that thy people shall be delivered, every one shall be found written in the book. So the only ones who are going to be delivered in this time is the elect, because it's going to be a bad time of trouble, evil time. We're coming into that time right now. So, as you see it, it's getting more worse, and more worse, especially on this side, you know. So, I just want to bring that out to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemir Shai, able to satisfy, Shalom.